Another look at Fire Pro Wrestling World. There's no exact direction that I'm going with this video. I'm just going to explain a couple of things about this game for people who don't have it, or people who don't like it, or people who are wrestling fans and play WWE 2K games but just don't want to try this one because you know, it's New Japan, or because it's because of the way it looks, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you something that may make you like the game. Maybe it will make you dislike it even more. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to start off by talking about why, the reasons I love this game, like what makes this game so incredibly good. I'm going to go right into that right now. Okay, this is what makes me like the game a lot, okay? You have normal match, which is just a wrestling match, 3 counts and all that, out of the ring, disqualifications. Even though you can customize, you know, you can even make 2 count matches. I think in Fire Pro Wrestling Returns, you were able to do 1 count matches, but this one, you can do 2 count if you want to. You know, when you're fixing the match, this game is very flexible on, you know, the rules and stuff like that. I'm gonna get into that a little bit in a minute. Cage match. Cage match is kind of easy on it. I mean, I don't like it because, you know, there's no like mini game tied to it. You just climb straight out, or your opponent just climbs straight out. If they body slam you or lay you out for a couple of seconds, they can climb right out fairly quick and the match is over. It's hard to make those matches long. The WWE 2K19, it's not easy to climb out quick. You know, your opponent has to be good and ready to go before you can climb out. This one, not necessarily. It's not always easy to grab your opponent and pull them off, even though the cage is really tall in this game, which I do like the way the cage looks. Barbed wire match, I love this match. It's crazy. This is something, this kind of gives you something that WWE games cannot give you. They can't. The barbed wire match, I'm gonna do a video on it. I definitely like that over the top extreme. You know, you can have 8 weapons in the ring and you know, just have a bloody gruesome match with barbed wire ropes. You can even make an explosion in the match when the, you know, for a time limit explosion. SWA, okay. This is what I like about the match. SWA is almost like, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it says fight with a fusion of pro wrestling and mixed martial arts rules. You actually have rounds. You can have pinfalls and 10 count TKOs. So it's almost like you can have an Iron Man match with, I mean not an Iron Man, a last man standing match with pinfalls. Basically is what you can do. You can't do any of that in any of the WWE games. It's one or the other in those games. Gruesome fighting is basically MMA. It's in a cage, MMA style cage. S1 is kickboxing, you know, just strikes only. However, you can manipulate it. You can create guys that only do punch moves and put boxing gloves on, because you can put boxing gloves on your created players just like you can put MMA gloves on them. So you can create boxing matches, kickboxing matches. You can create different promotions, different organizations. You can create a kickboxing organization, an MMA organization, and sort of a, you know, hybrid MMA wrestling. Or you know, whatever you do with the rules on here. But I'm gonna go to a match. What should I go to? Now I will tell you this, even though this game is really good, if you do gruesome fighting, which is actually MMA, as you see at the bottom of the screen, it says fighting steel. Dodo cannon commonly used in MMA matches, win via submission or knockout. It has rounds. It's pretty much MMA basically, but if you use guys that only have wrestling moves, it's not gonna look like an MMA match at all. You have to manipulate these matches by putting guys that have MMA moves, or create guys that give them MMA like moves in order for these matches to even look right. Otherwise, it's not gonna resemble MMA in any type of way. And that's basically that. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you the things I don't like about the game. Also, there's very little that I don't like about this game. I mean, I used to dislike the graphics. I actually like the graphics. I've gotten used to it. I know people don't like two-dimensional style stuff. Everything's got to be 3D. This game is actually really good. You can create 6-man tag team championship belts, 8-man tag team championship belts. This game has it doesn't have the variety of customization on your championship titles, but you can create championship titles on here. I'm gonna basically show you, how flexible this game is. You can create a handicap match, or as you see, it says UGW. That's like a wrestling organization I made up. This game is completely intergender. Anybody can wrestle anybody. Anybody can fight anybody. There's no rules or anything like that. You can't really create like a woman's belt. You could just create a belt that you want to be used for women and just use women only in it, but you can't create anything like that in this game. Some of these characters are created. Some of them are not. I don't know if you're familiar with Saints Row, but Kill Bane. This is one of the luchadors from what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Kill Bane. And down here, see how it says wrestler in second? Wrestler would mean he's my partner. Second would just be somebody on the outside of the ring. So I'm gonna put one of the luchadors from the Saints Row series as his outside the ring character. Actually, I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to get the full effect of it. This is an opportunity for me to show you something else that this game does that WWE games just don't do. These are my created characters right here. Okay. It says Kill Bane, that's not his name. Eddie Pryor is Kill Bane. His name is actually Luchador. He's one of the luchadors from the Saints Row series. I don't know how many of you guys played the game, but they had costumes kind of like that. Some of them did. But anyway, you want to go to Computer Logic and go down to... I haven't really given him moves yet. I don't care. Second interference. That means he's the second wrestler. I want his interference to be high. I'm going to put it at 95. Okay, and his weapon use, I'm gonna put that really high. I don't know if he'll use weapons while he's interfering or not. Let's put that at 85. Let's not get too ridiculous with it. Let's put his cooperation at 100. Because he's gonna be, Kill Bane's outside the ring interference. I didn't actually give him any attributes, so he's kind of a wimp at the moment, but I don't really care. He can still do something. Okay, so as you can see, that's still there. Okay, so he's gonna help me in my match. These are some of these are created, some of them aren't. Who should I face? I should face someone challenging. It's a female wrestler. will. I'll take on this guy. He's a creator wrestler also. Ring. You can create your rings on here. UGW ring. Wrestle really smaller rings on here. I'll do the garden. And yes, you create your own referees and stuff too. I created a couple of referees. Actually, I'm gonna go with the female referee in this match. Just for no reason, really. See, look, right here, you can go with 2 counts. Look at that. I'm not gonna do that. You can go over the top, which is like a Royal Rumble. You get thrown out, you lose. Matches. This is basically 2 out of 3 falls if you select 3. That's all that is. It'd be cool if you could do 5. That would be awesome. I'll do level 6. I don't do well on this is one thing I like, run-ins high. I like to turn those on high just to make the match, the possibilities as dramatic as possible. Okay, so that's what I want. Alright, now let's see how much interference he puts into this match. I don't even really know how to throw wrestlers out of the ring in here. I don't recall how to do that, but I mean, you can slam them near the ropes and they'll pretty much go out of the ring, or suplex them right next to the rope and they pretty much go out. Yeah, that definitely kind of looks like Kilburn and Saint Clair. I also used his character in WWE 2K19 where I created a version of him. I didn't see his guy walking with him to the ring. Well, his guy will still be there, of course. Here we go. There's this guy. This game is not really hard to play. You gotta hold down L2 to sort of, or I'm sorry, L1 for you gotta get his breath back. And what I found out is you gotta use the D-pad to escape submissions as well as pinfalls. So they keep it fairly simple on here. And earlier I said I don't want to throw wrestlers out of the ring. You basically have to do like a slam move near the ropes or even a suplex and they'll go out sometimes. They'll just kind of bounce out. See, he's not going to come out here.
4, 5,
He doesn't want a piece of one. And a crew here. And you create like a whole crew. In WWE 2K19, you can have 3. See what I'm saying? That's how you throw them out of the ring. You just get close to it. In WWE 2K19, you can have like 3 managers on one side. But if you have 3 on one side, you can't have 3 on the other. You can have like 1 on the other or something like that. I don't know why that is. I mean, you can have 8-man tag matches. So I don't know why you can't have 8 AIs.
5 minutes gone.
It doesn't seem like his interference level is really that high. I think the way that referee counts is quite dramatic, if you ask me. Oh my goodness, that was excellent. These matches are a lot of fun, I'm telling you. Oh, that was close. Oh, I almost got him like that. See, I don't like that right there. It seems like I always miss on those. Man, I am just killing this guy. I think I missed. Yeah, they fly through the air kind of slow on here, but it's alright. I'm just killing this dude. My finisher's like the last ride, but it's a seated version of the last ride. The Undertaker's last ride. Oh man, he's out. Oh no, he's not out. Unbelievable. Let's try it again. But we're too close to the ropes. He can't do it. Man, I'm just killing this guy. Oh, see, I gassed out. I messed up. Now I gotta get my energy back.
10 minutes gone.
See, he doesn't like to go outside the ring. I think all that is tied to logic.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And I think power moves take up more stamina than lower moves. Okay, when I was doing all those special moves, and I got gassed out, I think. Oh, he taps out. This match is over. I must say I'm a little disappointed by that match because my partner did not interfere like I wanted him to. Look at those commentators. You can't really like get on top of those tables and do moves. Those commentators, that stuff looks good actually, like the table and stuff. It looks really good for what type of game this is. They give you some leeway like after the match is over. Wow, that was unsportsmanlike. You can't attack any referees. You can't attack the referee on here or anything like that. You can bump into him, but you can't attack the referee. But anyway, that's pretty much that gameplay. It didn't seem like he wanted to interfere in that match. I don't know why he didn't, but that's basically what that looks like. I'm gonna end the video right here. There's some more videos I want to do in this game about specific things about it. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right there.